Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Monday. So this is workout number 4 of our 2-week challenge. Not too much really to say. We have our warm-up, which is a really good glute activation. So definitely make sure that you save that part of this video to do before any leg workout that you guys do to really engage your glutes and be able to have a glute focused workout that really works. That's pretty much it. I do use a couple of bands during this workout, but do not feel like you actually need to use them if you don't own any. In my 2 videos ago, so last Wednesday, I did post a couple of links to Amazon and Walmart as far as like where you can get some bands if you want to, but again, do not feel like you need to, and please don't go spending a fortune. You can get things for pretty cheap. Mine are very cheap and they do kind of suck and I complain about them all the time, but at least there's something and they work. You can also use weights if you want to use that to add a little extra resistance. But other than that, we're going to jump right into the workout and I really hope you guys enjoy. You are more than halfway done with this challenge now, so I hope you're excited. Okay, so we're going to go right into our warm-up. So it's going to be 25 seconds on, 5-second rest. It's really going to be a glute activation here, okay? So we're going to start with just side taps. So you're going to come into a nice squat and you're just going to tap each side out. Good, and you want to kind of go slow. Nice. Make sure you're kind of sitting back more, okay? And now I'm using a band, but you don't have to, okay? Perfect, now we're going to do kind of like a deadlift, but without anything, so your legs a little more than shoulder width. Hands above your head, we're going to come down. Back up and squeeze. Down, back up, squeeze. Perfect. I'll try to get more of a side angle on the second time around so you guys can kind of see how my back is and everything. Good. Nice, and now we're just going to do tap backs. So same idea with that squat. You guys know how much I hate when bands do this. I need to invest in like nice ones, not these like crappy ones. Well, we fixed it easy, so that's all that matters. So now we're going back into the side taps again. So just those 3 moves repeated 3 times. Squat, side. Good. Perfect. I'm going to triangle a little bit to the side here for that deadlift. So like I said, feet a little more than shoulder width, hands up, come down, squeeze as you come back up. Good. You want to try and keep your back flat. I'm sorry, I'm wearing a hoodie today. Well, crew neck, whatever. Don't judge me. So it's a little harder to see, I assume, so I apologize for that. Perfect, and then into those step backs. Why I chose to do the banded workout when I'm wearing shorts, I wish I could tell you, because you guys know how much I hate this. But you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, last one through. Starting with those side taps. So squat, side. This is a great warm-up to do before any leg day, so then you really activate your glute before you start doing it. You can also do this if you don't want to do it timed, do 3 times through 10 each, okay? Perfect, and that would be like 10 each side, okay? Ready? Perfect. Great, and then last time, those step back. Good, you want to do these nice and slow. Good. That's our warm-up. Okay guys, so now we're into the actual workout itself. So I'm starting with this squat, walk forward, walk back. So I'm actually gonna hold this kettlebell. You do not need to have a weight. We're gonna squat, and you step forward, step back. Good, make sure you're planting your heels both times. And you kinda want them small motions. You don't need these to be really super big. Good. Good, make sure your chest is up. Perfect. Perfect, now we're gonna go into rainbow. So you're gonna go down on your mat. And I know these are probably called a million different things. Down, your leg comes up, over. So I'm starting all with my right side, and then we'll go into our left side on the next one. And I have the timer set so that it compensates for that. Good, make sure you breathe. Perfect, now we're just gonna switch sides and go right into the left. I keep my toe pointed. That's not necessarily something that's needed. Good. You want to think about doing these nice and slow. You don't want to rush them, okay? You kind of climb up, you hit your peak, you come back down. So it's more of like a mountain than a rainbow because you kind of have that spike at the top. But, you know, either way, there's no pot of gold, so. Perfect. Now we're gonna go into a single leg bridge. So for this, you can either just hold one leg up or you can even just cross it over. Pick a side, come up, make sure you squeeze your butt, okay? Good. You want to make sure as you come up, this is all going to be straight. You don't want to go too high that you end up arcing your back. Perfect. Now we're just going to switch sides. And I know I did the right first for the rainbow. I don't know why I started with the left first for this, but you know, it's okay. Up, squeeze. Good. Beautiful. Make sure you really squeeze your butt as you come up. Think about it. I know it burns, but that's the point, okay? And you want to keep your core engaged as well. Nice and tight. That's how you're going to keep this solid. Perfect. Now I'm going to throw my band on really quick. We're going to go into a bridge pulse. Okay. So, back. Up, tight, and just bring your legs out. They don't have to go really far. Nice and slow. Perfect. You guys are doing amazing. You want to keep the band kind of closer to your knees. That's how you're going to get really good resistance out of this. Again, if you don't have a bands, feel free to hold like a weight here to add a little resistance if you want. And okay, so now we're going into seated band abduction. So what I want you to do for this, you're just gonna sit up. And I know I turn there. Your feet are together, band. You kind of want to sit back a little bit, and your legs are just gonna come out. Perfect. You want to keep your core engaged at the same time. Your feet are together, but they open up a little bit at the toes. Good. Think about squeezing the muscles in your legs as you pull them across, okay? And you don't want them to slam back together, you want to go nice and slow. Perfect. And now we're going back to the beginning. And apparently I only gave us 10 seconds in between sets. So we're doing a quick workout today, guys. Squat. Walk forward, walk back. Good. Aren't you guys so impressed that I remembered the whole thing? Because I usually have to check my phone like 800 times. Nice and tight. Keep that core tight as well, okay? You engage your core with everything, guys. Perfect. Now we're going down and into those rainbows. Up, over, and back. Good. You can also do this with your hands up in like an upwards plank. I personally don't really like that. I like being down on my elbows. It's all a personal preference. You're still targeting the same part of your legs, like your butt. Perfect. Now we're just going to switch sides. Okay, ready? Up, over. Perfect. Great, now we're gonna go into that single leg bridge again. Okay, ready? Leg up. I'm gonna start with the right this time. Good, make sure you squeeze as you come up, guys. Good, and you don't want that second leg, the one that you have up, to hit the ground. You wanna kind of keep it up a little bit. This is definitely easier to do if you're up on a bench rather than on the floor. Not necessarily easier, you still get a really great workout, but easier to kind of be mindful of keeping that other leg up is what I meant. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. Okay, ready? So you can add a band here if you wanted to. You can also have the leg just straight up, like this. That's what I do when I do this on a box. So when I'm at the gym, this is something you can also do with a chair if you're at home, where you're laying on the floor like this, but your leg is gonna be elevated on that surface. So on a box, on a chair, on a couch, a stair, pretty much anything you have, right? And then what you're gonna do, sorry, I'm just gonna throw my band on as I'm talking here. So we're going into bridge poses. So what you would do is you would have your feet elevated and you do that same motion that we just did, and it just gives you a little bit more of a resistance. You're starting at like a higher elevation, gives you more of that of a feeling rather than being just flat on the ground. It's also easier to keep your core flat and your back straight, at least in my own preference, but so that's just another modification if that's something that you want to do, especially if you don't have bands or weight. You want to add that. And I'm just going to go a little bit into our rest here because I missed a second or two when I switched. Now the seated abduction. I'm going to try and sit up this time, see if I can add more of a resistance to it. I definitely should have used a heavier band for this one, but I didn't want it riding up on me the whole time. Good. And as I said before, keep this nice, slow, and controlled, okay? So you come out and come back up. Make sure you're squeezing. Beautiful. Perfect, now we're going right back up to the first thing. Okay guys, this is our last time through. You are doing absolutely amazing. Ready? Back down into that squat. Step forward, step back. Good, and I know I said this at first, but remember, you really want to plant your heels here. This is where it's beneficial to be doing these workouts in your house and barefoot versus at the gym. If you are at the gym, make sure you're wearing flat sneakers, especially like Converse, Vans. Those are perfect for the gym. I have specific like lifting shoes. Not really, they're just Nike, but they're flat on the inside. You do not want to be wearing running shoes because it arches your feet on you, okay? Ready? Rainbows. Good. That's why you typically see a lot of people, especially like people on Instagram and stuff, they're lifting and they're in Converse. You're probably like, why are they wearing those to the gym? It's because they're flat, so it's better for lifting. It gives you nice ground. It's also why a lot of people you'll see be barefoot. They take their shoes off. I've done that occasionally. I like lifting in my cheer shoes actually, because those are flat. So that works out like really good for me, especially after like practice. But don't feel like you have to invest in something that you can't afford. You can always just take your shoes off. These are definitely one of the best workouts to really activate your glute and get it involved in your workout, which is also why I struggle with these so much. Good. And then back into our single leg. I'm actually gonna hold this because maybe I can put it on quicker. Okay, ready? Perfect. Make sure you squeeze and you're keeping this nice and flat. I know I've said that every time, but it's so important, especially so that you don't hurt your back while doing this exercise. Switch. I know it may be annoying when I say some of the same things over and over again, but I repeat it because it's important to know. Okay, ready? Good. Make sure you really squeeze. You want to think about your butt the whole time you're doing this. That's your muscle, your mind, body, like focus right there, mind to muscle. You really think about it. That's how you're really going to engage things. Perfect. Trying to go fast this time. I made it. And again, that pulse, go nice and slow. Keep this flat. Keep your core tight and engaged. Good. And just because your core is tight and it's engaged, that does not mean stop breathing. Still want to breathe in, breathe out. A good way to think about it is every two. So every out and in that you're doing with your legs, you're breathing out, breathing in, and then as you do it again, you're breathing out. And then last one, guys, you are almost done. You're doing phenomenal. Okay, ready? Good. To get the most out of this one, you really gotta think about it and squeeze. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay, so the last part of this, we're going to treat kind of like a cool down. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do an air squat as well as lunges. We're just going to do 2 times through 8 each, okay? And the lunges will be 8 each side. So whatever position is most comfortable for you. As I've said before, my legs are a little bit more than shoulder width, toes kind of pointed out. We're just going to do 8 air squats. Make sure you squeeze as you come up. Perfect. The point of this is that you should be going kind of slow, okay? So if we go a little too fast, just, pause me if you need to. Now we're going to go into air lunges. So you're just going to come back. Lunge. Perfect. Now we're just going to switch sides. Beautiful. And now we're going to do it one more time, and then you guys are completely done with this workout. So as you can see, I'm kind of pumping my arms as I go. That's a great way to also kind of focus your breathing. So you breathe in, breathe out. Okay? Perfect. Good. Last time, guys. That's it. Bye guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little notification button and leave any comments. Let me know what you guys liked, what you didn't like, what you would like to see more of. I really hope that you're enjoying this challenge and that it's helping you really kind of get to learn some different leg and glute focused workouts, and that they're super easy for you guys to be doing at home and with little to no equipment. That's really it. So yeah, that's really pretty much it, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic week and that you enjoyed, and that pretty much you guys get really good weather and enjoy some sunshine. Be sure that you're all staying safe and healthy as always. Yeah, I love you guys and thank you all so much for watching.